Birdsong, accompanied by artillery fire, is the sound of the morning in Gaza. Israeli airstrikes, followed by intense fighting on the ground, have laid waste to entire communities. This was the scene at Nasser Hospital in southern Gaza early on Tuesday. It's one of the medical facilities still functioning, and it's where these children were brought on Monday, following an Israeli airstrike on several houses nearby. US President Joe Biden was asked about the situation facing Al-Shifa Hospital in northern Gaza, the facility the WHO says is nearly a cemetery.
It's my hope and expectation that there will be less intrusive action relative to the hospital. We're in contact and we're with the Israelis. Also, there is an effort to take this pause to deal with the release of prisoners. And that's being negotiated as well with the Qataris that are engaged. And so I remain somewhat hopeful, but the hospital must be protected.
I wanted to see.
The Israeli military is adamant Hamas is using medical facilities for military purposes. It's released this footage that it says was filmed in the basement of a children's hospital, making claims that are impossible to verify and which medics deny.
Underneath the hospital, in the basement, we found a Hamas command and control center, suicide bomb vests, grenades, AK-47 assault rifles, explosives devices, RPGs and other weapons, computers, money, etc. And we also found signs that indicate that Hamas held hostages here.
Late on Monday, Hamas said it's willing to release up to 70 of those hostages, women and children, in return for a 5-day truce. Israeli leaders have so far insisted there will be no broad ceasefire before every captive is released. And on Tuesday, an Israeli airstrike targeted the Hamas-run Ministry of Communications in Gaza City. The sound of gunfire continued throughout the day, as further to the north, in the Jabalia refugee camp, people try to reach survivors of an Israeli airstrike. The closest medical centre is the Indonesian hospital, which is already crippled. Doctors say many patients survive the fighting, only to die in places where they should be safe. Claire Herriot, TRT World.